With this being the final weekend before Halloween, I thought that now would be a good time as any to make a Halloween themed video. So you're probably expecting scary Easter eggs in a Halloween themed video, right? Well, scary Easter eggs have been done to death on YouTube, so I decided to take a look at Easter eggs that are found in scary games that aren't necessarily scary. These Easter eggs will be from scary games that either released this year or were updated to include an Easter egg this year. Of course, there is always a chance that you at home watching know of an Easter egg that would fit perfectly in this video, and if you do, then the best place to let me know is on Instagram, Twitter or Discord. The links to all three are in the description. Anyway, without further delay, let's get started. So, as some of you may know, I record 99% of the Easter eggs on my channel. That can sometimes mean playing through a game I've never heard of and loving it, to trudging through a game I despise just to record the one cool Easter egg. Well, I'm happy to report that this first game is definitely part of the former. Duck Season is one of the coolest games I've played this year. What starts off as a homage to the classic NES game Duck Hunt soon turns into a creepy first-person narrative-driven experience that's definitely worth checking out. This part in particular pretty much sums up what this game is all about and gave me goosebumps in all the wrong places. Anyway, not only is the game great, it also has some pretty cool Easter eggs and secret endings. The first of which is a reference to the ending of a classic horror game. To activate the dog ending, you must have discovered the game's other 6 endings and find the VHS tape entitled It's Me. After watching the tape, you are transported to a room, which is how most of the story is shown to the player. In this room you can find a crank in the middle of a stage. Interact with it to reveal just who is behind the game the entire time.
It was you the whole time? You want me to help? Okay.
So this ending is probably a nod to the infamous Silent Hill dog ending, where it's revealed a dog was behind all of that game's events. I don't actually own Silent Hill 3, so I will leave a link in the description to that particular clip. This next ending is arguably even weirder. After completing your first playthrough of the game, you will be able to interact with a book on the shelf next to the TV. The book is called Kid Wizard and was written by A.K. Trolling, an obvious reference to Harry Potter and the author of that series, J.K. Rowling. If you throw this book at the cat clock on the wall, this will happen. So I know I said that these Easter eggs wouldn't be scary, but this one's actually pretty creepy. Anyway, using the large tool in your hand, you can actually change the time on the cat clocks. Each time you set it correctly, the cat's eyes will appear. Do it to all of the cat clocks in the room and you will see this message. So it says, remember the minute, letters 1, 2, 3, ABC. So this is actually referring to the minute hand on the cat clocks. So if the minute hand is on 1, then that's the letter A. Using this method, we discover a message of bad dad, bad kid. Jumping back into the living room now, we need to pick up the wizard book again and this time throw it at a torch. Doing this will take us to David's treehouse where we can find a Ouija board. If we enter bad dad, bad kid into the Ouija board, then this will happen. So it looks like we found the game's true ending, right? Well, not quite, as whilst the monkey may say that we've made it to the very end of the game, there's actually a hidden book behind the stand. Side note, this is probably a reference to the Book of the Dead from the Evil Dead films. Take the book and throw it at the door to see this. So this seems to hint that this wasn't the game's true ending and leaves us with a rather ominous message. One final Easter egg that I wanted to share from duck season risks this video being demonetized, so YouTube, if you're watching, please take it easy on me. If you shoot the dog at any point in your playthrough, yes, you can do that, he will appear at your window. If you then call the police, they will tell you to carry on doing what you are doing and just act normal. So as instructed, complete the next duck season level and this will happen.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you a police chase. Officers appear to be closing in on a suspect related to the disappearance of several local families. We're told this person is armed and dangerous. Let's take you overhead now, live to the scene in our Sky 6 helicopter. It appears we have some kind of bipedal animal running through a neighborhood, some kind of a beast. He's rounding about through a home, right through their backyard, turning a corner, and we want to... Oh no, okay. Officers appear to be neutralizing the suspect. Let's cut through that feed right now. We apologize for what you just witnessed there. The suspect was believed to be armed and dangerous, although it appears he is no longer a threat. I know we can count on our county's finest to ensure that the suspect is done so thoroughly and safely. We are getting word now that a press conference is right about to start. The chief of police is going to be speaking out about this matter. Let's take you to him live. I see he's facing the podium. Let's listen in.
I love this ending just because of how over the top it is. Up next is a far more conventional scary game, Layers of Fear 2. Do you know what we haven't seen in a while? A reference to The Shining. Oh, hang on, what's this? So this was an obvious reference to the iconic scene featuring the twins in the film. So I'd wager that 90% of you won't have heard of this next game. Palmyra Orphanage is another first-person horror walking simulator that I absolutely hate playing. That's not to say that those kind of games are bad, but I hate jump scares and those games are full of them and they always get me. Sometimes I wish that if I entered a spooky place in a game, I could just leave. And that's exactly what Palmyra Orphanage lets you do. At the start of the game, if you sprint to the exit after grabbing the key, the game will end, saving you from those nasty jump scares. I love that there is an achievement for doing this called Screw This, I'm Out. Oh, and if you did own the game and wanted to try this out for yourself, you'll need to be quick as the doors will shut, locking you in to face jump scare after jump scare after jump scare. Up next is episode 4 of the final season of The Walking Dead. In a game full of loss, death and betrayal, you know what could really lighten the mood? A zombie in an inflatable ring. When you're in the cave, if you interact with these items in this order, that's crystal, toy and woodpile, the option to look at the stream will appear.
Wet to burn.
So I've saved the best for last. You guys have probably heard of the early access horror game Visage. It's probably best known for this amazing Easter egg. Well determined to try and one-up themselves, the devs have added another fantastic Easter egg in Chapter 2. If you head through a crack in the wall, you can find a room full of crosses. Take one and crouch down into the dark area. Make your way out of the dark and climb the stairs until you come across this room. Head to the right and the cross will be used to create a bridge. Walk across it to find this. So this amazing Easter egg is almost certainly a reference to Doom 2016, but man, what an Easter egg. If you guys enjoyed this video, with the voiceover this time, then please leave a like as it lets me know you enjoy the series and these voiceover videos. If you want to see more video game Easter eggs every single week, then hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter and Discord, and hopefully I'll speak to you all very soon.